Time for some deadlifts. Alright guys, last week you saw the squats. This week we're focusing more on deadlifts. Back to doing sumo deadlifts. Pretty much this is what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, year or so, not longer. Anyways, I'm titling this video Build Your Base. This is just kind of for the young guys that are just getting started into bodybuilding or powerlifting, and just kind of reminding you guys that the focus of your program should be movements like squats and deadlifts and whatnot. Don't just be focusing on the curls for the girls and all that stuff, even though that's what you kind of want to focus on since that's what they see in shirts. But you know what, this is what's going to pay off in the long run, guys, especially if you want to do shows in the future. Build that base first and the upper body will come. Anyways, guys, this is me. I think I did 5 sets of 5, working up to 455 here for my last couple sets. I think I did 405 for 2 sets and then 455 for the last 3 sets. Like I said, guys, my problem right now is I'm not on a structured program, so I'm kind of winging it right now as far as, you know, what sets and reps that I'm going to do. So I need to get back on a kind of a structured program. If you guys have any recommendations, I did do, like I said, I did block periodization last time. I really did like that. If I don't find anything, I might just hop back on another cycle of block periodization, even though the power days has killed me. But I'm kind of getting back in a groove where I think I might be able to kind of handle a harsh kind of load on my body again as far as really taxing it. But previously, like last prep, I used to do deadlifts and then go into front squats. But this whole off season, I actually haven't even front squat at all, which might be a bad thing. But I'm just kind of focusing more on just working on my squats. And anybody that knows, if you deadlift first and then go into squats, it is killer. You feel so tight, like my hips, you know, felt so freaking taxed. My low back was taxed. But I kind of wanted to make this just a really, really high volume, kick my ass type leg workout. So I did full on squats and deads. Oh, also guys, so I had some people in my last my last squat video kind of ask about high bar, low bar, and somebody even said that they think that I'm doing low bar. So I took this rear angle on my squats to show you my bar placement. To me, I would definitely assume that's high bar. I mean, you can't really get much higher up on my neck than that. And this is just kind of where my squats feel most comfortable. Kind of that width as far as stance and that bar placement. Like I said, once I start putting the bar lower on my back, it really starts putting a lot of strain. Even when I went suicide grip on my wrists, straining my delts and straining my my wrists, it just freaking feels horrible. So this is kind of where squats feel comfortable for me. And like I said, guys, since I deadlifted first, I definitely didn't go too heavy on squats. I think I did these last 2 sets at just 295 pounds for sets of 8. So nothing crazy as far as weight. Just wanted to get some more squat work in the second. This was my second. Oh wait, I can't remember if this was my first leg session of the week. Sorry, I still have another session to get. Anyway, so if anybody has any questions too, a lot of people sometimes ask about the knee sleeves that I'm wearing. Those are the old school Ray-Bans that I've had for, I think I've had them now for the past year and a half. I will say, because I get a lot of people kind of asking me, like they'll send me messages after seeing these videos, hey, like what brand knee sleeves are those, and would you recommend them? I will say though, I do recommend these. This is a great knee sleeve, but currently right now you're seeing a lot of other people sporting what's called the SBD knee sleeves that you can get on AndersonPowerlifting.com. And from all the people that I've talked to, those seem to be an upgrade from these Ray-Bans. So you're seeing a lot of guys that used to have Ray-Bans that now are wearing the SBDs. So I would definitely look into those. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but I actually probably plan on upgrading to the SBDs here soon. This was kind of an off day today where I was kind of like in one of those moods where even on no stimulants, I was just in a mood to hit a lot of high volume today. And so I actually threw in some core work. This is one thing that I'm always so bad about in off seasons is I usually never train my abs during the off season. I only train them during prep. So I think this is one thing, especially as far as strength goes. You're doing all this stuff to strengthen your low back. I just think that it's definitely beneficial to make sure it evens out, to focus on your abdominal core as well. Think about how much abdominals you use during a squat, deadlifts, and stuff. And then now this is something that you have never seen on my YouTube channel, doing lunges. Now here's my background with lunges. I personally have never liked them. Not that I don't think they're beneficial exercise. They're just one of those movements that they just feel awkward. Like whenever I do them, they just kind of like my hips it kind of bugs my hips. If I don't do them without knee sleeves, it hurts my knees. So it's kind of one of those movements that I literally have just always avoided because they just don't feel good. But it's one of those things that I will admit whenever I do, which is very rare, do lunges, I definitely feel the benefit in my hamstrings and glutes, which a lot of people know that hamstrings is one of my main focuses this off season. So we'll see if I try to continue these in my routine. What do you guys think? Are lunges a staple in your routine? Do you need them for optimal leg development? Like I said, I've never focused on lunges ever in my short bodybuilding career, but there's something that I might have to start adding into the staple. And here's another one of my favorite hamstring movements. You guys have seen these a lot in the past. These are my dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. Really focusing on not rounding my back on these, keeping the focus on just my hamstrings and not my low back. Moving on from these, like I said, today was a pretty high volume leg day. I was just kind of in a zone where I had a lot of energy and I just kind of kept on going. So I moved on to, this is kind of a nice variation. My last leg video, you guys saw me doing a high stance on the pad leg press for more hamstring focus. So in this one, I decided to do more quad focus. So you'll see I have my feet lower on the pad. And by lower, I mean as low as you can go. This is a tip for you guys. If you want to do a quad focus on this machine, you're going to want to put your feet as low as you can to where your heels aren't coming off the pad. That's the big thing, guys. You want to drive with your heels and the outer sole of your feet when you're doing these. If you start pressing with your toes, you're going to feel a lot of strain in your knees, which is horrible, and it's just not good. So try to really drive with your heels. So you kind of notice you probably can't put your heels all the way at the bottom of the pad, because if you do that and you press, your heels are going to come off the pad. So that's why I'm kind of up a few inches on each side. And also too, I'm just barely kind of tipping my, or kind of angling my feet out a little bit, just so they go with the angle, or so they align with the path of my knees when I'm pressing out. And then here you go, guys. I just finished up with a couple sets of calves on our makeshift calf race Smith machine. So anyways, guys, it's Friday. Have a great weekend, and I'll have another video coming up here shortly on a new way to cook eggs.